Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today, if I'm not mistaken, is Spider-Man's 54th birthday. So that's woohoo! Or I was gonna have a big thing going along the week with why we love Spider-Man, my collection, a bunch of different other stuff, but I just didn't really have time to get to it. So we're not gonna do that, obviously, since there wasn't any videos uploaded yesterday or Monday. So today we're just going to talk about why I love Spider-Man so much. And, alright, so, and kind of the history, my history with Spider-Man. Okay, so, uh, I was, I believe, like 2 or something like that. And, I was at Walmart with my dad, and we were, just walking along, and I saw this VHS tape with this crazy looking guy. It was Spider-Man, of course, but I'm like, that is like the coolest costume ever. So I'm like, we have to watch this because it's so cool looking. This guy's like in the air and he's doing this weird pose and everything. And actually, I have it right. Right. Yeah. So that was like the first time I think I ever saw Spider-Man. Like, that is so cool. So yeah, that was like, I believe that was like the first movie I ever watched too, actually. So uh I watched that and it was like really cool, you know. And then maybe I was 4, cause maybe I was 4, something like that. And then I used to watch, the '90s show, of course, and it was really weird because I used to have these pajamas and they would have the webs, on the under the armpit, and it was like, he doesn't have that in the show, so why are they on the pajamas? That was kind of weird. And now I know that Steve Ditko drew them in the first couple of issues, like in the Amazing Fantasy 15 back there. But yeah. And then also I remember watching Spider-Man 2 on DVD and everything. And the funny thing is now that I think about it, is why did I like Spider-Man so much back when I was a kid? Because I mean, when you're a kid, you don't really think about any of the problems that he had, or you don't think about responsibility or guilt or him making jokes. You just kind of watch it and like, oh, it's got a pretty action and stuff, I guess. Although maybe on a subconscious level I did, because in Spider-Man 2, when I believe it's after he gets fired from the Bugle, he goes to college or school, or Dr. Connors, however you want to phrase it. And I always kind of remember like the scene where he's like, you're always exhausted, you're never in my class. I always kind of remember that. So maybe on a subconscious level I did. I don't know. But also, what so that's kind of my history with Spider-Man. Well, also, there's another thing, is another big point in history, I guess, is when I was 12, I thought comic books were immature because some jerk told me that in school. That's not important. But I just sort of stopped liking comic books and superheroes and everything. Although it was a sort of odd phase, because I mostly focused on Batman and DC and everything, which again, that's still a superhero. Like, Superman is still a superhero, so I'm still being immature, which is weird. But then I'm like, Marvel and Spider-Man, they're stupid. Although I still went and saw the Avengers and the Amazing Spider-Man and everything, so it's kind of odd. But that's kind of like my history of Spider-Man. And then we're gonna have the movie in 2017, which I'm kind of worried about, because they are they're kind of pulling a Smallville, and like Ned Leeds is gonna be in high school, which is kind of weird. He shouldn't really be in high school because he's like, I believe, isn't Ned Leeds the Hobgoblin? And he's like a reporter at the Daily Bugle. It's kind of worrying, but I'm sure it'll still be good. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna get the movie in 2017, which that should be good. But why do so many people love Spider-Man? Well, mostly I think it's because he's relatable. Money problems, all that, and he has great, a great costume and everything. So that's awesome. My favorite suit is probably the Miles Morales suit, I think. Yeah, I just like the black, and then the small amounts of red webbing and everything. That looks cool. But a point I think that people often forget is Spider-Man was only in high school for like 28 issues, 27 issues maybe. And then he graduated and then he went off to college and everything. So, they always think like, oh, Spider-Man's just a kid. Like, not really. Like, 27 issues isn't really a kid. And I often feel like Spider-Man shouldn't joke around a whole lot because he is just a person, and people don't joke around a whole lot. We're gonna have to cut this video short because